Tragedy and so closed as Ganduje escapes death, the governor of Kano State. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State on Thursday narrated how he escaped death in the plane crash that claimed the life of the former military administrator of the state, late Abdullahi Wase, and some other state government officials. The governor narrated his experience when he received on a courtesy visit the newly appointed Nigerian ambassador to Romania, Safia Nuhu, a Kano indigene whose father also died in the plane crash. According to Mr. Ganduje, my life as the then Commissioner of Works, Housing and Transport was to visit the Wase Jumat Mosque, which was under construction, and I was the coordinator for the appeal fund to build that mosque. The governor was to travel to inspect the project and also pay a condolence visit over a relation that died, so I coordinated the journey. I secured the aircraft that was used for that journey. The aircraft was owned by Alhaji Aminu Dantata. I was the one who wrote all the names of those that were to travel with the administrator. And your father was not among. As I was going out from the government house, the late Wase was climbing the stairs through the family wing, and your dad came to me asking why his name was not there. Then the late Wase, also climbing one step, stopped and asked your dad, "You are permanent, Secretary Government House. When there is communication from the villa, who will receive that communication? It is just like a chief of staff." Then late Wase asked what was happening. I then told him that the Director General was insisting that he wants to follow us. He then said he should be included. Then I included him. Mr. Ganduje told Mrs. Nuhu. He added that two of them in their separate vehicle drove home because they were staying along the same route in Sharada, and her dad waved and said goodnight to him and he responded. According to him, but on reaching my house, I called my permanent secretary and told him that we were scheduled to be in Wase through Jos, so I will not be in the office. He said that there was an important message. The memo you were asked by the governor to write to the head of state. They sent the money requested for the rehabilitation of metropolitan roads. And probably the president will send some people to come and see what is going on. I said, if that is the case, I am not traveling again. I then asked him to invite the technical people so that we will meet in my office by 8 a.m. to prepare the necessary memo. And when the governor comes back, I will take the memo to him for approval so that we can swing into action. Mr. Ganduje explained that after that interaction with his permanent secretary, he decided not to travel with the governor to Wase. He said that in the morning, the technical people came, and as they were holding the meeting, then I was told that I was being requested to be at the government house, and I asked who would ask me to be at the government house when the administrator was not around. The messenger said that it was a message. Then I left for the government house and went to the council chamber where we were holding our meetings. That was 1996, about 25 years ago. Immediately I entered, I saw the brigade commander who had taken over immediately, and some commissioners were crying. Then I asked if it was not an air crash. How can commissioners be crying in government house? I asked. Mr. Ganduje quoted the brigade commander. Well, my colleagues, the administrators left here in the morning. There was a crash in Jos and no survivors. I am giving you 1 hour to go and get ready so that we go to Jos and sort out the dead bodies. That was the end of it. Your father was my friend since secondary school to the university, and we later started working at the Gumel Advanced Teachers College, Ganduje told the envoy. Thank you for listening to this news. The story is quite pathetic, and that is why the topic gave it target as tragedy and very close. You see, sometimes we blame God for nothing. We blame God for nothing. That you are alive today, is the reason for you to celebrate God. Is the reason for you to thank God. Forget that there is no money. That you are alive today is an opportunity for you to make the money tomorrow. That you are alive today is a sign that for sure the money will surely come. But once your life is gone, forget it. That opportunity dies completely. It dies. You can never have it again. You understand? And that is it. So sometimes we need to be thanking God. That's why we need to be appreciating God in every aspect of our lives. We need to be thanking God because it has been God. It has not been man. God has been the one doing it. Some persons, because it has been their dream to travel out of the country, or so somehow they got disappointed. Do you know what these people will do? They will start questioning God and start saying, God, why? Why? Who are you to question God? Don't you know why God has said that you should not be in that faraway country? Who knows if you get there, what's going to happen to your life? God has a reason for every action that it takes. He has a reason. He has a reason. And you need to understand that. But many of us don't. We don't. And that is what has been affecting us, killing us. You see that? That's what has been killing us. So, my dear viewer, we just need to be doing these things in a way that it will favor us. We just need to. We just need to. Because if we don't, I'm afraid it will affect us. It will affect us. So let us begin to work our way out. Let us begin to work things out. Begin to work things out so that at the end of the day, we'll end up achieving our goals. We'll end up achieving our goals. If we don't do it, who is going to do it? Who is going to do it? All right? So please, I crave your indulgence to at least come in. Let's hear you. Let's know where you are heading to. Let's know where you're heading to. Let's get you right. Look at Ganduje. In fact, his life is a testimony to me. His life is a testimony. Because if not for God, he would have joined that plane. I would have died. Alright, let me still hear from you and know what you have to say about this. If you're new, click on the red subscribe buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.